हेलो एवरीवन, माय नेम इज विश्व मोहन और इस वीडियो में हम समझने वाले हैं कि पाइथन ऑपरेटर्स क्या होते हैं, व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ ऑपरेटर्स, लॉजिकल, मैथमेटिकल, देयर प्रेसिडेंस और कैसे ऑपरेटर्स को यूज करते हैं हम पाइथन में। सो दीज आर द टॉपिक्स दैट वी विल गो ऑन कवर इन दिस वीडियो: पाइथन ऑपरेटर्स, ऑपरेटर के टाइप्स, ऑपरेटर प्रेसिडेंस एंड फाइनल ऑपरेटर एसोसिएटिविटी। राइट, लेट्स ट्राई टू सी दैट एंड डिटेल इन दिस वीडियो। लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड एंड अंडरस्टैंड कि भैया ऑपरेटर्स की दुनिया में पाइथन में क्या क्या चीज अवेलेबल है, राइट? सो वी गो एंड स्टार्ट विद द वेरी फर्स्ट ऑपरेटर दैट वी विल go and make use of, as you can see on the screen here, is called as an additional operator, right? So जब भी when you go and write an expression like this, sir, a and b, right? So typically what you write in the left, जो आप लेफ्ट में दिख रहे हो, इसको सर हम लोग बोलते हैं ऑपरेंड, राइट? तो a और b को हम लोग कहते हैं ऑपरेंड. And what you see in the middle, sir, right? What you see in the middle, typically this portion, this is called as an operator. Again, example, if I go and write 4 plus 5. So in this case, both 4 and 5 will be called as an operand, and plus symbol will be called as an operator. So as we have seen in the maths in our high schools, all those, the mathematical operators make sense here also. So this is the example of a addition operator. So when I go into a plus b, it will go and add the values of a and b together और उसको print कर देगा. इसको run करके देखते हैं if that works. So if I go and run this block of code, this should print me 10 plus 5, which is equals to 15. So this is working fine. Same way I have a subtraction, right? So this symbol that you see is called as an operator, called as a subtraction operator. When I go and do this, we'll do 20 minus 8. Right? So it should bring me 12. If I go and run this, let's try to see if it is working fine. It's working correct. तो ये मुझे 12 लगा के देता है. Same way it follows multiplication. तो ये multiplication operator है. Normally maths की दुनिया में आप multiplication operator ऐसे लिखते हो 4 into 5. Same thing in the world of computers, in the world of Python programming. अगर आपको लिखना होगा तो आप ये star marks becomes your multiplication symbol, and this is your operator. This is your operator. This is one small difference which is different from how you do the mathematical expression writing in the real world than in the world of programming. आप यहाँ पे ये वाला symbol use करते हो. Fair enough? तो यहाँ पे क्या result आना चाहिए, print होना चाहिए? Is 3 into 4, so the value should come out as 12, right? So if I go and run this, I am expecting the value should come out as 12. Yes, the value has come out as 12. Same thing as in the real world division. When you go and divide 24 by 3, I should get the result as 8. So one thing that you note here is that in the case of Python, the result is always a float. Float is nothing but a decimal number, decimal number, correct? As you can see here, it is returning me 8.0. Fair enough? Cool. Now let's try to move further. Just like a division, we have something called as a modulus. What is the meaning of the modulus? So let's say, for example, you have divided, let's say that you have divided 14 by 3. So when you go and define, right, 4, 12, you get 2. So your 4 is, if you look here, right, this 4 is your quotient, right, and 2 is the remainder. So when you go and make use of the modulus operator, this basically gives you what is the remainder, which is, it gets you the remainder, right? So for example, if I go and do that, the 17 modulus 4, it means that when I try to divide 17 by 4, क्या होगा मेरा remainder, right? What it should be value? The value should be equals to 3, right? No, it should be 1, no? It should be 1. Let's try to see if what the answer is. Expected answer here is it should be 1. Let's try to run this. So if I go here and run this, answer is yes. So this is a modulus operator which helps you find the remainder, right? So this is another operator. The next one is the exponential. Let's say that, for example, in the real world you want to create 5 to the power 2. Value will be 25, right? Same thing I want to do in the world of programming. I do with the help of double star symbol. So this helps me to a to the power B. This is the meaning of this. So it should return how much? 5 to the power 2. It should be 25. Let's try to run this and see if that works. So what I go and do here is that I go and run this, and the answer is 25. That is absolutely correct. So with this we have understood all the mathematical operators. What are the mathematical operators that we have learned? We have learned plus, we have done minus, we have seen multiplication, we have done division, we have seen modulus, and we have also seen the double star sign, which is for the power or exponent. Fair enough. So this is the operator that we normally do for the mathematics. But that is not enough. No, when you go and do in the world of programming, there are many operators which are needed for the comparisons. Which is more, which is less, which is equal. So the first comparator operator is the equal to. So this help us to determine, ये हमको ये determine help करता है कि if two values are equal or not, दो चीजें समान है कि नहीं, इक्वल है कि नहीं, ये मुझे हेल्प करने में आइडेंटिफाई करता है. फॉर एग्जांपल ए मेरा 10 है, बी 5 है, तो मैं चेक करना चाहता हूँ इफ ए वैल्यू इक्वल्स टू बी है नहीं, तो इसके लिए जो हम लोग यहाँ पे ऑपरेटर यूज करेंगे, इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं इक्वलिटी ऑपरेटर. क्या होगा सर आंसर इसका? आई गो एंड रन दिस, आइडियली इट शुड गो एंड प्रिंट मी, इट शुड बी false because a is not equals to b. As you can see here, it is printing false. This looks absolutely correct. अब equal to हो गया मेरा, तो let's try to see the next operator. The next operator that I have in hand is equals to not equal to. अगर दो चीजें हैं मेरे पास and I want to see if दोनों एक दूसरे के बराबर नहीं है क्या, for that I go and make use of this operator which is equals to not equal operator. And if I go and run this, then this will print. क्योंकि यहाँ पे a और b दोनों की वैल्यू 3 है और मैं कह रहा हूँ दोनों इक्वल के नहीं है क्या, तो आंसर क्या होना चाहिए? false. The answer should be equals to false. In the other hand, if I go and change this to 5 और मैं अगर फिर से इसको रन करूँ, तो अब क्या होना चाहिए? This is true. Fair enough. So equal हमने समझ लिया, not equal हमने समझ लिया. Next operator that we are gonna learn in the terms of comparison operators, वो होगा मेरा greater than. वो होगा मेरा क्या? Greater than. तो I have a variable called a, दूसरा variable मैंने b define करा है, तो मैं कह रहा हूँ कि a is greater than b, तो यहाँ पे क्या है? ये मेरा एक greater than operator है, और इसकी जो वैल्यू, see एनी टाइम अगर मैं कोई कंपैरिजन ऑपरेटर यूज करूंगा, उसका जो आउटकम होगा will be one of the two values. It could be either true or it could be either false. Out of these two boolean values ही होगी. इसका आंसर क्या होना चाहिए? The answer of this should be true. So if I go and run this, because a is more than b, answer is coming as true. Fair enough. Similar lines काफी similar है. Less than की बात करूँ तो a equals to 5, b equals to 8. a b से छोटा है, yes. So answer should be what? It should be true. Let's try to run this and see if that works. Very nice. ये पूरा का पूरा जो नोटबुक है, it will be shared with you people, so don't worry. आपको ये पूरा कोड मिलेगा, आप इसके साथ खेलिए, इसको रन करिए, and make sure that whatever that you're watching this recorded, you are doing it yourself. आप खुद से टाइप कर रहे हो, आप लिख रहे हो, you are trying to make the best out of this. ग्रेटर देन के बाद on the similar lines I have something called as a greater than equals to. वो भी उसी तरीके से काम करता है. No brainer here. If I go and run this, it should be true because 12 is greater than equals to 2. Similarly, there is a less than equal to sign. If I go and run 10 क्या 15 से छोटा या बराबर है, I go and make use of this symbol. If I go and run this, this should print true. So with this we have come to the comparison operator conclusion. हमने देखा few of the comparison operators like greater than equals to, less than equals to operators, and not equals to operator. This will always help me in comparisons in which the result will be either true or it will be false. One of these two outcomes you can always expect when you run with these kind of comparison operators. Fair enough. Now let's try to move on and let's try to talk about something next, which is called as a logical operator. So logical operators is a very common thing you will find in the field of mathematics, electronics, हर जगह इसको यूज में लेके आते हैं। इसमें से सबसे पहला एंड मोस्ट कॉमन ऑपरेटर जो है वो कहलाता है एंड ऑपरेटर। एंड ऑपरेटर क्या कहता है कि एंड ऑपरेटर लगाने के लिए आपके ऑपरेंड्स 1 ऑपरेंड 2 और बीच में आपने लगाया है मान लीजिए एंड ऑपरेटर। तो पहले तो आपको ये वाला भी बूलियन होना चाहिए, सो द ऑपरेंड्स दैट यू हैव अप्लाइड ये भी बूलियन होना चाहिए और ये वाला पार्ट भी बूलियन होना चाहिए। ठीक है, ये लॉजिकल ऑपरेटर्स आप बूलियंस ऑपरेंड पे ही लगाते हो। आई एम अगेन रिपीटिंग, व्हेनेवर यू हैव टू मेक यूज ऑफ द लॉजिकल ऑपरेटर्स यू अप्लाई ऑन अ बूलियन ऑपरेंड्स। ठीक है, तो एंड कहता है कि भैया अगर आपके पास ट्रू है और बीच में आपने एंड लगाया तो ये ट्रू होगा। अगर एनीथिंग इज फॉल्स एंड ट्रू इट विल बी फॉल्स। If it is true and false, it will be false. If it is false and false, it will be false only. So true वो बस एक ही सिनेरियो में होगा जब when you have both operands as true. Otherwise, in all other situations, when you go and put and between two operands, which in the case when both are not true, the value will always be false. रन करके देख लेते हैं। जब मेरा x true है और मेरा y फॉल्स है तो वैल्यू क्या होनी चाहिए? फॉल्स। अगर मेरा x फॉल्स है और y भी फॉल्स है तो वैल्यू क्या होनी चाहिए? फॉल्स। फॉल्स आई। अगर मेरा x फॉल्स है एंड द y इज ट्रू और मैं इसको रन करूं तो वैल्यू क्या होनी चाहिए? फॉल्स। तो ये फॉल्स आएगा। ओनली व्हेन x एंड y बोथ आर ट्रू सर द वैल्यू ऑफ एंड विल बी true. This is the meaning of the logical and operator. Fair enough? Very nice. एक बार लॉजिकल एंड हमने समझ लिया तो और वाला जो लॉजिकल ऑपरेटर है वो भी बूलियन ऑपरेंड्स पे ही काम करता है, बट इट्स स्लाइटली डिफरेंट। और जैसा आप समझ रहे हो एक भी अगर ट्रू है then you get the answers true. What that means is that if it is true or true then it will be true. If it is false or true, it is saying if one of them is true, then the result should be true. If it is true or false, एक तो true है sir, then result will be true. Only when both are false, then it turns out to be false. तो यहाँ पे अगर मैं रन करने की कोशिश करूँ, since x is true and y is false, it should turn me true. If I go and change this, if I make x as false and y as true and run this, तो भी ट्रू होगा। दोनों अगर ट्रू है तो भी ट्रू होगा, राइट। When it will be false, और वाला लॉजिकल ऑपरेटर false तभी होगा जब both the variables are false. So if I go and make this as false and I make this also as false and I run this, then the value will be false, sir. Awesome. Very good. Now not logical operator. Not logical operator का मतलब है कि ये आपके बूलियन को अपोजिट बना देगा। तो मान लीजिए आपके पास ट्रू है और उसके पहले आपने लगा दिया नॉट, तो ये हो जाएगा फॉल्स। अगर आपके पास फॉल्स है उसके पहले आपने लगा दिया नॉट तो ये आपको ट्रू बना देगा। एग्जाम्पल से समझते हैं। x is here ऑपरेंड whose boolean value is true. When I go and say the result, उसके पहले मैंने ये लगा दिया लॉजिकल ऑपरेटर, तो रिजल्ट क्या हो जाना चाहिए? रिजल्ट हो जाना है इसका उल्टा, ट्रू का उल्टा, which is false. So if I go and run this, रन करके चेक कर लेते हैं if our hypothesis is correct. If I go and run this, the value is false. Now let's talk about the another set of operator which is called as an assignment operators. Assignment operator, as the name itself, is basically used when you want to assign some value to a variable, right? When you would like to assign some value to a variable, you make use of an assignment operator. Say for example here in this case, right, you are assigning 20 to a, so this equal to sign is used for the assignment. ठीक है, very nice. So this is amazing. Now the more interesting part of that is the next, which is the addition assignment, right? So let's say that you wanted to achieve this, you know, you wanted to define a variable called a equals to 20, and then you want to increase the value by, let's say, 5. What you could have done, you could have defined that a equals to a plus 5. This is the easy way of writing it. But this is a long expression. The same way could be achieved by a writing shorthand in the Python, where we say that whenever I have to write these kind of expressions, what I can do, I can just say a and I can write plus equals to 5. This is same as writing a equals to a plus 5. And this thing which you see here, this typically is called as the addition assignment. This is called as a addition assignment. So if I go and run this, sir, it should print me a is equals to 20 was, let me go and run this first of all, a is 20, and then if I go and run this, then a becomes 20 plus 5 equals to 25. Fair enough? Now this thing that you have seen here for the plus, we can do for anything, right? Let's say that I want to go and multiply a by 4. I can do this by a equals to a into 4, but the same thing could be done with the help of multiplication assignment by a equals to, multiplication sign equals to, and then I go and call it as 4, as you can see here. So if I go and run this, it is printing me 100 because the previous value of the a was 25. When I go and multiply by 4, it becomes 100. Same thing I am doing with the divisions. Now I have divided 100 by 3. If I go and run this, it is 33.333. When I go and do this, this is same as we are trying to write a equals to a divided by 3. Both are same things, just like a different syntax. Fair enough? Cool. So now we have understood this operator. Let's try to move on to the other type of the operators that we have. The other type of the operator is called as a membership operator. This operator is called as a membership operator, basically in. So this operator tries to look up, this operator basically, tries to search or look up, and again it returns Boolean. If it is able to successfully search a specific thing that I am looking for, it will return true. Otherwise, it will go and return something called as a false. Say for example, here in this case, I have the text, which is data science course is available in PW Skills. In that, what I am trying to do, I am trying to find result data science in text. If data science is present in this text, it should return true. Let's try to run this. I seal that. That should return true. Let's try to run this and see if that works. So if I go and run this, yes, the answer is true. So this is how this operator works. If I move further, not in, you would have already guessed, it's the opposite of that. So I'll try to check if data science is not present in this. If it is not presenting, that will return true, because that's what I'm expected from this check. And if it will be present, it will return false. Now here data science is present in this text, so the answer of this will be false. Let's try to run this and see if this, what the result looks up. Awesome. So I'm able to get it. Fair enough. So I have got this operator. Now the second one, this one is the special operator that you find in Python. It's called as the is operator. It's basically used to check. It's basically used to, check if two items are same, right? And again, this will be written either true or false. Now if I look here, x is representing PW skills, y is also representing the same PW skills, because y is equals to x. So when I go and say that yx is y, it should go and return true. Let's try to run this and see if that works. If I go and run this, the value is true. Correct, sir? ठीक है. Same thing, if I go and come down, right, अगर मैं थोड़ा सा नीचे आऊँ, not operator, बिल्कुल इसका उल्टा, you guys have already guessed it, x pw y is x, अगर x y के बराबर नहीं होगा then it should return true, अगर होगा then it will go and return false. So यहाँ पे क्या आना चाहिए, if I go and run this, it should return false, and it is returning false. Fair enough. Now very good point. The next thing is around operator precedence. ठीक है, इसको थोड़ा समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. We have already seen there are different types of operators, right? For example, you have plus, you have minus, division, multiplication, right? There are multiple types, brackets. There are multiple types of the operators. Now each operator has its precedence. First of all, let's try to understand with the help of an example, right? Let's say that I go and write 3 plus 4 into 5. Let's say this is a mathematical expression. Now in this case I have to evaluate, right? Now let's say that if I add 3 and 4 first, then it becomes, if I add 3 and 4 first, then it becomes 7, and then I multiply, then the value is equals to 35. On the other hand, if I go and multiply 4 and 5 first, which is 20, and then I go and add 3 into that, then it becomes equals to 23. So depending on which operator I go and do first, my results are different, sir. So in mathematics or in any programming language, whenever we have the multiple operators, we have to go and find the precedence. Say for example, in the world of maths, right, you would have followed the BODMAS, right, the rule of BODMAS. The BODMAS used to say what first preference you should give to the brackets, right, then the off, then the division, then multiplication, then addition, then subtraction, right. Similarly, in the world of programming in the Python, there is a precedence that we need to follow. What is the precedence? The first precedence is being given to the parenthesis, which you also go and call as the brackets. The second precedence should be given to the exponents, exponentiation. The third precedence should be on the the multiplication, division, right, modulus, right, something like this, right, like this. Next precedence should be given to the addition or subtraction. Then we should give to the bitwise shift. We'll talk about the bitwise shift in just a quick while now, but let me mention it now, right? Da 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 da, or like this, right? Then followed by comparison operators, and then booleans, or I can say the logical operators. Fair enough? So this is the normal order of the precedence. But in order to avoid any kind of confusion, I always suggest my students कि sir आप ना instead of let's say that I have expression like this 3 4 into 5, right? Instead of remembering which has the higher precedence over the other, to make things clear, let's say that I want 4 and 5 to be multiplied first, right? I can always make use of the brackets. So brackets will always make things clear. Let's say that if I want to make 4 and 5, then I can write 3 plus, and I want that 4 into 5. If I want 3 and 4 to be added first, so I can go and say that 3 plus 4 bracket, and then I go and write 5, right? So normally try to make use of the parenthesis and the brackets to make sure that your calculation looks simple and easy. तो इसको हम लोग कहते हैं operators precedence. So if I go back, right, in this case, since I am using brackets, so it will be 2 plus 3 will be calculated first, which is 5. 5 को 4 से गुना करेंगे तो it becomes 20. So if I go and run this, the answer should be 20. Fair enough. दूसरे वाले केस में 10 और 5 को अगर अपन ऐड करते हैं, ये पहले ऐड हो जाएगा तो ये होगा 15, 8 को 2 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो वो हो जाएगा 4, तो 15 प्लस 4 इट शुड बी 19. इफ आई गो एंड रन दिस इट शुड गो एंड रिटर्न मी 19. नाउ इट्स टाइम टू अंडरस्टैंड द बिटवाइज शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर. ये बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग सा है, राइट. सो व्हेन आई गो एंड रन 8 फॉर एग्जांपल, आप यहाँ पे देख रहे हो 8 बिटवाइज, आई गो एंड से दैट इज अ लेफ्ट शिफ्ट. दिस slash less than equal to, and it is called as a left shift operator. ठीक है. When I go and do this, it means that I'm trying to left shift 8. अब how does it work? Let's try to internally see it. So as soon as I go and do this, sir, जैसे ही मैं ये 8 लेफ्ट शिफ्ट 2 करने की कोशिश करता हूँ, व्हाट इट डज इज दैट इट ट्राइज टू कन्वर्ट 8 इनटू द बाइनरी. सो 8 कुड बी रिप्रेजेंटेड इन द बाइनरी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ 8 को अगर मैं बाइनरी में रिप्रेजेंट करने की कोशिश करूंगा सर, सो हाउ डज इट, सो इफ आई वांट टू गो एंड रिप्रेजेंट 8 इन द बाइनरी इट विल लुक समथिंग लाइक दिस. दिस इज व्हाट द 8 इज इन द केस ऑफ द बाइनरी. व्हेन आई लेफ्ट शिफ्ट 2 positions, what happens is that this 1000, when I try to left shift at 2 positions, this becomes 1 2 3 and then 2 position left. So this is what it gets transformed. Now if I go and convert this directly, if I go and convert that directly into the decimal number, so what it will become, it become equals to, if I go and convert that, it will be equals to 32. If I go and run this, let's try to see if my calculation is correct. तो मैं अगर इसको रन कर दूं सर, this value comes out to be 32 and this is how the whole calculation has happened. इसको हम लोग कहते हैं left shift. ठीक है. ठीक इसी तरीके सर, if I go and try to move up, we have another operator जिसको कि सर हम लोग बोलते हैं right shift operator. ठीक है, इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं यहाँ पे right shift. ये है right shift. हमने यहाँ पे क्या किया है, राइट शिफ्ट किया है. तो सेम चीज इफ आई ट्राई टू गो एंड डू, इफ आई गो एंड से दैट 32 राइट शिफ्ट 2, द वेरी फर्स्ट स्टेप व्हिच विल हैपन इज दैट ये 32 को सर हम लोग कन्वर्ट कर देंगे बाइनरी में. सो 32 को इफ आई गो एंड कन्वर्ट दैट इनटू द बाइनरी, इट विल लुक समथिंग लाइक दिस 1. दिस इज द बाइनरी फॉर्म रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ 32. नाउ व्हेन आई गो एंड डू दिस, राइट 2 टाइम्स राइट शिफ्ट, so basically this will get transformed to 1 0 0 0. Now this if I go and transform back to the decimal number, तो ये किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, the value of that will be equals to 8. तो अगर मैं 32 पे 2 times right shift करूंगा, the value should turn out to be 8. Let's try to run this and see if that will be the result. तो मैं इसको रन करके देख लेता हूँ एक बार, and if I go and run this, I see the answer is 8. So with this sir, we have concluded this operators video. In this we have seen what are the different types of operators, क्या होता है mathematical operators, क्या होते हैं logical operators, assignment operators, comparison operators. Finally we talked about कि operator precedence क्या होगा, and then we also talked about the left shift and the right shift. Now we are all set to move on to the next video.